When you think of Marvel's most iconic heroes, names like Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America usually come to mind. But lurking in the shadows is one of Marvel's darkest, most complex, and underrated characters: Moon Knight. He's been called Marvel's answer to Batman, but Moon Knight is so much more than that: a violent vigilante, a troubled man with fractured identities, and the mortal avatar of an ancient Egyptian god. So, who is Moon Knight? Where did he come from, and what makes him stand out in the Marvel Universe? Let's dive into the strange and brutal world of Marc Spector. Moon Knight first appeared in Werewolf by Night number 32 in 1975, created by Doug Moench and Don Perlin. He started as a villain, but his unique look and potential quickly made him a fan favorite, and soon he was reimagined as a hero. Marc Spector was a former US Marine turned CIA operative who later became a mercenary for hire. On a mission in Egypt, he was betrayed and left for dead by his partner Raoul Bushman. As he lay dying beneath a statue of the moon god Khonshu, Marc experienced a vision, or perhaps a hallucination, where the god offered him a second chance at life in exchange for becoming his earthly avatar. He accepted. Marc survived, returned to the US, and adopted the identity of Moon Knight, a mysterious, white-clad vigilante who fights crime under the light of the moon. What makes Moon Knight truly unique is his struggle with dissociative identity disorder. Marc Spector doesn't just operate under one identity, he has multiple personas, including Marc Spector, the mercenary, Stephen Grant, a millionaire businessman in the comics, or a mild-mannered gift shop worker in the Disney Plus series, Jake Lockley, a streetwise taxi driver who gathers intel from the criminal underworld, and of course, Moon Knight, the brutal vigilante guided by Khonshu. These personalities often clash with one another, creating chaos and conflict within Marc's mind. His mental illness isn't just a quirk, it's a core part of his story. Sometimes it's a strength, sometimes it's his greatest weakness. Unlike other Marvel heroes who avoid killing, Moon Knight doesn't hold back. He's known for his ruthless combat style, often beating enemies to a pulp. His costume, bright white, is intentionally designed to stand out in the dark. He wants his enemies to see him coming. He's also one of the few heroes who openly embraces the supernatural. His connection to Khonshu means he sometimes wields mystical powers, especially when the moon is full. But at other times, his power levels are purely physical, making him an unpredictable force. He's fought alongside and against characters like Spider-Man, Daredevil, and even the Avengers. But he's always remained something of a loner. Moon Knight's live-action debut came in 2022 with the Disney Plus series Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac as Marc Spector and his other identities. The show leaned heavily into the psychological aspects of the character, blending action, horror, and mythology into a thrilling and emotional ride. It also introduced audiences to Khonshu, depicted as a looming, skeletal god with a twisted sense of justice, and teased the darker, more violent corners of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Fans praised Oscar Isaac's performance and the show's unique tone, and it opened the door for Moon Knight to appear in future MCU stories, possibly alongside Blade or the Midnight Suns. Moon Knight has always stood apart from other Marvel heroes. He's not the strongest or the most popular, but his stories are raw, personal, and often tragic. He asks hard questions. What does it mean to be a hero when you're not sure who you even are? Whether you see him as a vigilante, a myth, or a man barely holding himself together, Moon Knight is a character who refuses to be ignored. Moon Knight is Marvel's most unpredictable anti-hero, a man at war with himself, fighting evil while haunted by gods and ghosts. His complex psychology, brutal fighting style, and mythological roots make him one of the most fascinating figures in Marvel lore. If you're looking for a story that's as much about the battle within as the battle outside, Moon Knight is the hero for you. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of Moon Knight? Would you want to see him team up with Blade or Daredevil? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Marvel deep dives, character breakdowns, and everything in between.